Welcome to Haven of Prayer, where we believe in the power of faith and prayer to transform lives. In today's video, we're diving into the incredible promise that Jesus is always listening. Get ready for a life-changing miracle in just 3 days. Whatever you're facing, Jesus is waiting to help you overcome it. Stay tuned, because this powerful prayer will ignite your faith and open doors to the blessings you've been praying for. Don't miss this moment.
Lord, I come to you today, stopping in the midst of the noise to fix my eyes on the unseen, the things that only the heart can grasp. I don't come with certainty, but with a hope that beats strongly within me. I've learned that faith doesn't always require proof, but surrender. Today, I place myself in your hands, trusting that what I long for will unfold in your perfect time. As the days pass, I strive not to lose heart. I know that your ways are not mine, yet I also understand that in each delay, there is a lesson, and in each silence, a response is being prepared. Grant me patience, Lord, to wait without losing my spirit, and wisdom to know that even when I can't see it, you are working on my behalf. In the next few days, I won't seek grand signs, but peace within my soul. For if you are with me, even the smallest blessing is a great miracle. Whether you speak in the gentle breeze or the whisper of my heart, I will listen. Open my eyes to see the wonders you place along my path. I bring before you my dreams, my fears, and the desires I long to see fulfilled. You know the deepest parts of me, even the things I cannot express in words. May this simple faith, though sometimes shaky, be enough to touch your heart, my Father. I want to walk with you, Lord, regardless of how uncertain the future may seem. Teach me to trust, to let go of control, and to believe that what is to come will be for my good, for it comes from you. May each day bring me closer to your will, with a willing heart and a peaceful spirit. My beloved Jesus, source of all hope, today I bow before you spiritually, recognizing your power and tenderness. I have no throne or riches to offer you, but a sincere heart that belongs entirely to you. In the midst of my struggles and weaknesses, my soul bows and declares that you are the only King who guides my steps. It moves me to think of the weight you carried out of love, on that cross that wasn't yours, but ours. Each painful step you took was a lesson in surrender. And because of that, even when my strength falters, I want to lift my voice to praise you with all I am. No matter how broken my soul may be, you gather it and make it new. In the quiet of my room or amidst the chaos of the world, I always try to find you. My thoughts fly to you like a sigh that calls for comfort. Sometimes I have no words, but I know that you understand even the faintest whisper of the soul. That is why I surrender my whole being to you, knowing that nothing is hidden before you. Every act of faith, every prayer spoken with love, is an act of trust. My knees bow not in defeat, but in reverence. You are the center of my life, the one who sustains me through the darkest days, and the one who lights up my mornings. With you, my weakness is transformed into strength. May every praise that flows from my lips be like incense rising to your throne. I seek you not only for what you do, but for who you are, faithful, compassionate, and forever worthy of worship. Stay with me, Lord, and transform every ordinary moment into a sacred experience by your side. You, who know me more than I understand myself, come meet me today, merciful Jesus. I do not come to you pretending to be strong, but with the knees of my soul scraped from so many falls. Yet I know you do not turn away those who return with a sincere heart. Lift me up once more with your infinite compassion. Your wounds were not in vain. Your cross was not just a piece of wood. Every drop of blood that flowed was a declaration of love, a promise that we would never be alone in our battles. Today, I call upon that redemptive power, asking for strength to face my mistakes and the will to turn them into steps of growth. Sometimes, it's hard to look at my flaws without feeling unworthy. But you didn't come for the perfect, but for those who struggle every day to keep going. In that struggle, I find myself needing your firm but loving hand to push me forward, even when everything within me wants to stop. Take me as I am, with my light and shadows, my dreams and fears. You see beyond my actions. You know my intentions. And though I stumble, I desire with all my heart to walk toward you, to improve each day, and take steps that bring me closer to your holiness. Lord, help me not to run from my weakness, but to present it to you as an offering that you can transform. Be my guide, my comfort, and my strength in this journey of faith, as I learn, little by little, to become more like you. There are times when I struggle to understand the reasons behind so many things, Lord. There are paths that seem to contradict my dreams, decisions you've made that I find hard to accept. Yet, I want to learn to surrender to your will, to see your plans not with fear, but with trust. If you are behind each step, then nothing is out of place. When uncertainty clouds my faith and I feel lost, remind me that you are my compass. Even in the darkness, your steps are light. Hold my hand when my strength falters and whisper in my ear that I am not alone, that you are still working, even when I don't see it. Grant me, Lord, the grace to remain firm through the storms. When my heart is shaken by doubt, let me rest in your peace. Teach me to accept what I cannot change, to trust in what I don't yet understand, and to wait without despair. Don't let my fatigue steal my faith. Strengthen my spirit when it feels weak, and give it rest when it is exhausted. You know my limits, and I trust you to give me the breath I need to move forward. One more day, one more step. I don't want to be a prisoner of my fears or a hostage to my insecurities. I want to learn to walk with you in serenity, leaving behind anxiety and embracing the certainty that your plans are always for my good, even when I don't understand it today. Lord, what I long for most is to stay close to you, to feel your presence every day like an embrace that never ends. The world offers many paths, but only yours leads to true peace. Don't let anything or anyone take me away from your love, for without you, my soul withers. I know I am fragile, and that often I am drawn to what is easier or more immediate. But inside me, there is a voice that calls for you, a voice that never fades, always returning to seek you. That voice is you calling me, even when I stray, even when I doubt. Thank you for not giving up on me. Hold me up with your mercy, for without it, I couldn't rise each time I fall. Let your compassion wrap around me like a warm cloak on the cold days of my soul. Don't leave me, even when I drift away because of my mistakes. Come and find me again, like the shepherd seeks his lost sheep. Make me feel that even in my worst moment, you still believe in me. That even when I feel empty, you fill me with your grace. I want your presence to be my refuge, my direction, and my strength. Don't let the voices of the world drown out your truth within me. Let me live each day with the certainty that I am not walking alone. Let your presence be constant, alive, and let every step I take be a response to your love. For with you, everything makes sense. Without you, everything becomes confusing and directionless. There are moments when my soul needs to release the weight it has been carrying in silence. I've learned that I can't do it all, that I don't have to pretend to be strong when I feel weak inside. That's why today, I choose to open my hands and let go of what I cannot control, offering all that I am to something greater than me. My thoughts are filled with questions, and the fear of the unknown sometimes paralyzes me. But in the midst of the chaos, I hear a serene voice inviting me to trust. I don't need all the answers, just to take one step at a time, knowing I am not alone on this journey. I've tried to solve everything on my own, and all I've managed is to wear myself out. Now, I choose to let go, to surrender without shame, and trust that everything happening to me has a purpose that, though I don't understand it today, one day will make sense. It's not just about asking for solutions, but offering my whole heart, my burdens, my anxieties, even those I can't name. For when one gives their soul's depth, peace that doesn't depend on external things begins to unfold. Today, I renounce the need to control. I choose to walk with confidence, knowing that there is care, direction, and purpose, even in the darkest moments. My life is not drifting. There is an invisible guide holding me in every step. Not everything that hurts is visible. There are wounds that hide behind a smile, pains felt only in silence. Sometimes, I find myself avoiding looking within, afraid of what I might find. But today, I dare to face those cracks that time has not fully healed. Lord, I no longer want to hide what has broken me. I long to feel that every wounded part of me can find relief. I believe that true love doesn't just comfort, it transforms. It has the power to renew even the most hidden corners of my soul. I've carried with me memories I'd rather forget, disappointments that left deep marks. But I don't want those scars to define who I am anymore. I want them to become a testimony of healing, not prisons of the past. What I seek is not to forget what I've lived, but to give it new meaning, to look at it through different eyes and discover that even in the moments that made me cry, there is a seed of growth. I know wounds don't heal overnight, but I believe that if I start letting tenderness in, if I allow comfort to embrace me, I will soon begin to feel something new awakening inside me. A fresh start is always possible. The path ahead often seems uncertain, as though I'm walking through fog, unsure of where I'm going. There are decisions that weigh heavily, choices that hurt, and roads that scare me. But even when I can't see clearly, there's something inside me that urges me to keep going. Each step I take confronts me with my own limits. At times, I feel I lack the strength to move forward. Yet deep within, I know I'm not meant to stay stuck. There is movement, there is direction, even in the midst of doubt. I wish I could be certain that the next step I take is the right one. But maybe it's more about trusting than knowing. It's about moving forward with faith, even when I don't have all the answers. Because as long as my heart remains open, every step will have meaning. What matters is not how fast I walk, but the intention behind each step. May my strides reflect hope. May every footprint I leave speak of perseverance and a sincere quest for something greater than myself. Along this journey, I don't ask for easy paths, but for a companion who can hold me up. that in the unexpected turns, the confusing crossroads, and the tough climbs, I may feel that I'm not walking alone, that there's always a force lifting me, a presence guiding me. Some mornings I wake up with the weight of life on my shoulders, and it's hard to find the energy to go on. It's not just physical exhaustion, but those inner battles that wear me down without making a sound. In those moments, what I yearn for most is a spark of encouragement that pushes me not to give up. I know that falling is part of the journey, but what truly matters is the decision to rise. Not out of pride or obligation, but because of the deep desire not to remain stuck where pain found me. Every time I get up, I am choosing to believe that there is still more to live. When everything seems to crumble, I need to remember that within me is a reserve of strength I haven't fully discovered yet. I was created with the capacity to endure and, even more, to be reborn. This strength doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers in the silence. Walking with faith doesn't mean having no fear. It means moving forward despite it. And with each step I take, with a heart full of hope, something inside me grows stronger. For believing in the unseen is already an act of courage. So, when my strength falters, may that inner light never fail to remind me that each challenge is an opportunity to grow. That in every fall there is a lesson, and in every rise a new beginning. There are no words that can express what it means to feel embraced without judgment. In a world full of demands and expectations, finding a place where I can simply be, with all my successes and failures, is an immense gift. Sometimes I am amazed by how I am understood, even when I can't explain what I'm feeling. That silent understanding, that needs no words, becomes a balm for my weary soul. I've realized that not everything in life is about toughness and struggle. There is also tenderness, that softness that calms internal storms and reminds me that I am worthy, even in my most vulnerable moments. It is that tenderness that reconciles me with who I am. Faithfulness, more than just a promise, is a constant presence. Knowing that I am not forgotten, that I am not abandoned when I make mistakes, gives me a peace that isn't dependent on circumstances. It reminds me that there is a love that never withdraws, no matter what happens. Today, I don't ask for anything. I simply give thanks. Because, even though I don't deserve it, I have been upheld, guided, and loved in ways I often fail to fully see. And that, in itself, renews me. There is something profoundly transformative about waking up each day with the possibility to begin anew. Knowing that yesterday doesn't define my present, and that today I have a blank page, gives me hope. Each new dawn is an act of trust, in the belief that I can still give more, be more. I haven't always felt accompanied. There were days when silence weighed heavily and loneliness seemed louder than any encouraging voice. But even in those moments, there were subtle signs of companionship that held me up, even when I didn't realize it. Receiving another opportunity is not something I take for granted. It is an act of mercy, an open door inviting me to rediscover myself. For we all make mistakes, but not everyone has the courage to try again. What I value most is not that someone is there in the good times, but that they don't walk away when I fall. That faithful presence, the one that doesn't abandon, the one that waits with patience, is what keeps me fighting. Thank you for each new opportunity this day brings. Thank you for not letting go of me, even when I drift away. Thank you for showing me that there is always a way back, and that it is never too late to begin again.
As I close this time of prayer and reflection, I invite you to take a moment to breathe deeply, feeling the comfort and strength of God's presence around you. I hope these words have touched your heart, bringing peace to your spirit and encouragement to your soul. Remember, no matter how uncertain the journey may feel, we are never walking alone. With God by our side, each step holds purpose, and every challenge is an opportunity for growth and renewal. As we face the trials and triumphs of our lives, let's remember that God's love is a constant presence. It never falters, never abandons, and it always meets us where we are. Even in our darkest moments, He is there, guiding us with His light, giving us the strength to rise again and again. I encourage you to share this video with those who might need a reminder of God's grace and love. Sometimes we just need to know that someone is walking with us, and today I hope these words can be that encouragement. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or someone you hold dear, sharing this message might bring them the hope they've been searching for. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Haven of Prayer, where we continue to share messages of faith, hope, and spiritual growth. Together, we are building a community of believers who support one another through every season of life. Thank you for being here. May God's peace be with you now and always.